Capricorn, welcome to your full moon energy read in your sign. That's right, your full moon will be available to you the 21st of July or thereabouts, depending on where you are in the world. But happy full moon, Capricorn. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Capricorn. Show me, Capricorn, please, under the full moon. Show me. Show me, Capricorn. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Do keep in mind, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating but normal. Check other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. What's going on? Show me, Capricorn, under the full moon. Show me, Capricorn. Let's do one more. Show me, Capricorn, please. Oh, I do miss the full moon readings. I do enjoy them. What's going on? Crowning, 5 of Wands, don't want that. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're saying you don't know what to do about a particular situation. Okay, there's something here that's going on that's causing conflict to the point of breaking. You've been keeping your eye on it with the 7 of Pentacles, and I'm assuming it's because you had hoped it would smooth out. Communication is coming through, okay, but I'm still seeing a breakage occur. Perhaps it needs to. All right, because we don't want to sustain this. We don't want to sustain this. No, no, no. It could have to do with coin as in your real world activities, something that you count upon in terms of resources, stuff that you have built. But let's get cracking. We're going to start right there with that Page of Pentacles. Right there, your particular page at the heart of the reading. What's going on? Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. What to do, what to do, what to do. I got communication coming through, and it's looking like it's not helping the situation, so that's a problem. All right, let's see that Page of Pentacles, please. One more, show me that Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands, 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety, the Hierophant. We are deeply concerned about this. We want to know what to do. We want to know what to do. There's fragmentation here, frustration. It's external too. So we got a fuss. We got a fuss kicking up outside of us. Again, could be work or something to do in your everyday life that's supposed to be stable, but it's currently not stable. Okay? The Hierophant is here, so there could be a commitment involved. But in terms of the practicalities and what's expected in the everyday, the grounding principles are not grounding right now. That's a problem. Okay? And I got a couple pages here. It's 9 of Swords. A couple pages are not going to hack their way through this. We need more, right? We're aware of the problem. But 9 of Swords is a lot of mental frustration that's keeping us from getting in touch with our higher selves about how to resolve this. Okay. With all that kind of mental noise and a couple pages handling it, in other words, there's not enough investment for a solution for it to be obvious, and I think that's just increasing to the current day stress. Do we want resolve with the Hierophant there? Absolutely. But the Hierophant doesn't know what to do. He has to be given permission, specifically from the self, to say a yes or no to any particular subject matter, solution, that kind of thing. So right now we have no current solution, so he has nothing to stand by. So there's this sense of, I want something done, officially. I have no idea what that is. Okay, let's see what all this is about. What's going on? Show me this 5 of Wands. Show me this 5 of Wands. We have that sense of officiousness here, but the Hierophant's dressed up with nowhere to go. He's like, what do you want me to call? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? Right? The pages are not doing a good job. And they're pages. There's only so much they can do. Do we want to be open to a solution? Do we want to be open to an investment? Is anybody agreeing on what those things are? Nope. Let's take a look at that 5 of Wands. Show me that 5 of Wands. Show me that 5 of Wands. To say the conflict is real is an understatement. Let's see that 5 of Wands. Show me that 5 of Wands. Show me that 5 of Wands. Ooh, 5 of Wands for the 5 of Wands. Ew, that's way too much. It's, oh, God. It crossed into the realm of relationship. Could be a business partner because there's so much pentacle flying around here. about the realities and the constructs of it. But yeah, it just went into relationship territory, particularly with the Hierophant there. So this Four of Wands here, the relationship is as two people define it, so it doesn't have to be commitment as a marriage. But I do know this, it's been around, it's been established, but where it currently is not stable. It is destabilizing a little more every day, and I'm concerned. Five of Wands is here twice. That's a lot of kickback on both sides. You're given as good as you get, I believe. And there's a clash of wills, agendas, nitpicking, and goes beyond that. I hope it doesn't go into full-on... we're talking arguments, but hopefully it doesn't go beyond that. And the Nine of Cups is here with the Four of Wands. Basically, I have two people, bare minimum two. There could be more in terms of family influence that are also having their say, because that's way too much loudness for me. If I could turn down the volume on that, I would, but I can't. So there might be more than just two people causing or contributing to the ruckus. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. But as it concerns two energies, they're given as good as they get in terms of tension, agenda. I ain't talking to you. Shut up. I'm provoking arguments. It's way too high. Way too high. But specifically the argument about is personal happiness, Nine of Cups, about this relationship. I have two people who have very different views of what constitutes happiness in this relationship, and neither of them are on the same page. Well, I think happiness in this relationship is this, because it pleases me or suits me. And this is what does not please me, and this is what does not suit me. And the other person's like, yeah, well, I have my own ideas too. Okay? So the give and take is in terms of as giving as good as we get. Okay? So that's way too much tension. And it's no wonder the pages, they're not helping. They're not helping here. Not enough in terms of insight and solutions are being provided on either side, because I got two people screaming at each other to understand each other's point of view about what constitutes happiness in this relationship. What's happening, all you can hear is the noise. You can't actually hear the words. Okay. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles. Someone here, and I'm assuming that's you, is recognizing how long-standing this is in some way. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles, please. Oh, that's way too much, honey. That's, ooh, no. Let's say even if it's not all out arguing, it's still one of those things where it's like you see that person that, you don't say any words, but it's anger all the time. Okay. Nobody wants to live in a household like that. That is anti-peace. That is anti-calm. That is anti-loving. That is anti-self-worth. Okay. Goodness me. I'm getting to you. You get back there. Let's say that's Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, this is in reference to now, as in July. Particular point there. Oh, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Oh, ow. Yeah, we're at a particular crossroads here. Well, we need to start making decisions, because the five implies, the two fives implies a 10 of Wands, and there it is again. Whenever I make that particular noise, by the way, I've been doing that all my life, since I was a teenager, that usually means, no, pay attention, not good. I have no idea when I picked it up, but I've been doing it forever. So, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands to Two of Wands. Yeah, we have to make a constructive, practical decision about the viability of this, whatever this is, the nature of it. Because you're showing me twofold. There's a plateau effect here. It's been like this for a long time. But the other side of that is, this has also been going on a long time. Do I still have the energy to engage in this? Because you're not showing me any healing. You're not. You're not showing me any sense of this will get better. It's kind of like I need to either accept this as it is and try to show it some energy and make that decision and stand by it. Hope it will get better, or understand that this will always be a long-standing argument. Okay, because that Seven of Pentacles is tricky, guys. It suggests roots have been established. And that can be a problem if it's a long-standing chronic issue. In other words, the roots have established. That argument will not change. The tension here will not change. Or it could still show growth. if we give it more time, care, attention, love, careful consideration. How it's grown at this point, or may not, is going to come down to two, not just one person. So you got to think about not just what you can decide, but what the other person, can they contribute positively to this and mean it with a decision? Can that Ace of Wands trump the 10? Or is this going to be a long-standing issue indefinitely? Is it going to be chronic tension, chronic anger, a chronic battle of wills about what constitutes happiness in this relationship? I want to ask you something. Are either of your needs emotionally being met? Because with two people this loud, I don't know how either person's emotional needs are being met. Physical, stability. Especially if it seems like there's no end in sight and you can't guarantee their willingness to try. Never mind yours. Let's see the Eight of Wands. Let's see the Ace of Wands, please. We got some sort of communication here. What's going on? Let's see the Eight of Wands. That Hierophant needs more direction. I agree. Let's see the Eight of Wands, please. Five of Pentacles. Goodness me. Six of Swords. The Tower. Okay. I got it. Somebody made a decision somewhere. I got it. I think you do too. Oh yeah. Decision here big time. Somebody has to do it. It's either you or them. I think it's going to start with a temporary separation. Oh, there went my shoulder. It looks like that. For now. It could be a simple declaration of I need space. Because I see distance between yourself and this, or they from the situation. Somebody needs distance. So it could be one of those things that's proposed, and it might just rush out as the Tower, because it's active communication with the Tower. So that tends to be, this is happening right now in the moment. Okay? So expect a strong reaction, but at this point, you wouldn't be surprised if you did, or had one. So that's an active Tower, a little further out, but not too far out. And somebody's going to say, I need space, or I need a distance from this, or I think we should separate for a while, or I need to go stay with whoever for a minute. Because there is no solution in sight, and neither party is interested in going beyond a page. In other words, it's still kind of screaming, and no one's really listening to each other. Which, if that's true, and I'm not seeing any sight of healing, I would have told you by now if I had done, then yes, I agree with this decision. Cooler heads will prevail. Okay? So this is where two people need to back off. I completely agree with this. Because if you two are interested in resolving lifetime, okay, in front of each other, you would be showing me more than pages. And I don't think, I think what's happening here is that the tension's so high, neither side's being heard. And this is where, yes, we need to impose some space and distance. How long it is, I don't know. Because the communication's coming in fast. And I got to be honest, somebody was already thinking about it for a while. But they're just now declaring it at some point in the future. Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Tower. Okay. It looks temporary. But we can't pretend that it wasn't on somebody's mind already. So you're either on the receiving end of this or you're generating it. Okay. And that Five of Pentacles is here again. Okay. That's bare minimum distance. Bare minimum. And it gets to that point where people need space to think. And when you're constantly emotionally engaged like this, at the negative level, and there's no relief, there's no solution, yeah, you need space. Okay? Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Whether or not it's a permanent distance, I do not know. King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups. The question remains, now that someone has a little bit more space to breathe, I'm assuming it's you. The King of Wands, we're feeling a little bit more confident, but now we're realistically starting to look at the emotional severing now that you seem to have some space. So I'm assuming it's you then that imposed the distance. You dropped that tower. I need space. It got to that point, then honor it. Absolutely. I mean, how else can you think or feel, check in with yourself rationally when someone's constantly bearing down on you? You can't. And if they're not in the interest or position of hearing it, then you can't hear yourself either. So we need some space here. And through that break, guys, which is upcoming, it looks like, and it's reasonable. King of Wands, that's different. Your energy feels different. It feels more engaged, more alive, and you can hear yourself better. Because here it's like both of your fires are trying to suppress each other, and that's just not how fire works. Positive fire says, okay, I'm more present. I'm more alert now. Okay. I can see things and feel things more clearly because it's much more alert. The King, Queen of Wands is. Anyway, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups. There's a question here about the family dynamic. Okay. The Ten of Cups, the emotional harmony, and how there seems to be a great deal of pain in it. And we got to ask ourselves if this is worth preserving, healing, because again, you're not showing me any healing. It's more like you're doing the assessment of what you couldn't hear when that person was right in your ear, like this. I think you're just now at a space, having gotten space, where you can assess the damage. So yeah, when I'm telling you this break was necessary, it was necessary. Because you're just now starting to look at things here towards the end about that break and how it was needed. And it's like, how does this affect everything? Ten of Cups. There's a lot of pain here, and I don't know if it will ever so-called harmonize between myself and this person, never mind in our family dynamic, whatever that is to you guys. Ten of Cups is fairly comprehensive, like the Ten of Pentacles is. It's everyone who is emotionally effective in your life and you in theirs. So that's typically what we call family, close friends, okay? And you say there's a lot of outstanding pain there, Ten of Swords, and you probably don't want to incur any more. But then also the duality of that is how much is it going to cause if you stay or if this continues on. You know, either way, the emotional dynamic with the family and whoever else is in there is going to be affected. Okay. So here I have for you no final answers. But again, tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. Tarot is the proof of choice, not the absence of it. Where I'm leaving you today, where I'm seeing you today, is that A, you actually feel better because you feel a lot more in control. And B, you're just now realistically starting to look at the damage in the Ten of Cups. You will eventually cross that threshold where you're wondering if that break shouldn't be permanent, rather the separation. Okay, let's call it for what it is. Let's get some advice, please. So your full moon is doing its job. Okay, your full moon is absolutely doing its job. This is very much what I'm looking at a Capricorn process today in terms of realities and understanding your tolerance threshold. Okay. That way you can assess what the heck's going on. This is very you. All right. What bothers me is that thing you've been thinking about, the Seven of Pentacles. How long has this been going on, and do I have any real hope for this? And even if they try to renew the energy with me positively, can they sustain it? Do I even want to, for that matter? That was very telling. Okay? That was very telling. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Capricorn. The Emperor. Three of Cups, Temperance, that's a choice. That's absolutely a choice. You have to reasonably ask yourself the empowering thing to do. Is it trying to heal things at the emotional level? Three of Cups isn't too bad, okay? That is absolutely a choice. The Hanged Man, but you need more perspective on it. The Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles, because this is also a choice. I think this is really encapsulates what we're talking about today, the clear division of choice. You can, with empowerment, but you'd have to mean it, and they would too. to heal the social, emotional economics between you two. 3 Cups isn't a lot. It's kind of like saying between you two at this point, the agreement to get along and mean it. You would have to step into that power and mean it and hope that they would too. Again, it takes 2 in this kind of thing. So you're going to have to assess this possibility against what you know about the situation. Okay? And then there's the other side. Or is it best served for you in the beginning? This requires thought as well. This is where your heart seems to stand up more fiercely. Your sense of empowerment and what needs to be done is more commanding. But is it what you want? Your heart might beat fiercely for a new opportunity, but is that correct for you? You have to think about these things. And that's why I think I see you critically assessing the damage here. Okay? This goes beyond myself and this other person. Can we actually make this a happy, harmonious thing, or is too much damage done? Okay. Okay. That's real world stuff right there. Oh, yes. Moonology. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I know. I can tell that the family dynamic is important to you. Okay. And there might have been some heightened tension energy now whilst we are in Cancer season. I mean, this is looking pretty damn fresh. It's long-standing. But there was some fresh anger and words and things like that recently. Even the harsh coldness is still anger. But you and your loved ones are safe. Whoever else is in there with you in terms of the family dynamic, the love and support is there. Okay? The end of a tough cycle. That's you. I told you, full moon in Capricorn. I said I'm really seeing your stronger characteristics here today, particularly in evaluation and assessing. That's one of your superpowers. And it's happening now. Okay? So if all that agenda pushing and the screaming is happening now, I'm so sorry. I completely agree with the decision for break. It's needed. Again, when 2 people are screaming at each other, all you hear is noise. You don't hear words. So you both need to back off. But the end of that cycle is coming. Okay? In other words, you will have made a decision. I have no doubt. All right. Emotions are running high. No shit. Supermoon. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Some of you might have some very prominent Sag in your chart. I did see that briefly, but look at the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture in here. Okay? And luck, by the way, on your side, the archer. The archer always needs a bit of luck. And tends to get it just when they need it. All right? The Woman in Want, 29. Like all cards and oracles, they can be negative or positive. Okay? Let's see what decisions. Decisions. Either this is you and you have a decision to make, or you have a decision to make about this particular individual. Number 29 and 22. But the Woman in Want, you know, the house, the home, the family dynamic, currently upside down, topsy-turvy, not balanced, not grounded. Okay. There's a sense of home. What do we do with the home? What's the priority here? Are we destabilized? Is our household upside down, etc.? I'm very curious about that female figure. I want more of the personality. Coffin and the hothouse. Nothing to show. Death. In the greenhouse. If this ends, I'll have nothing to show for it. Or after all this, there's nothing to show for it. No, that's a very pessimistic view. Is that what somebody's argument is? If this is over, it'll have nothing to show for it. It'll have been all for nothing. And that's not true. It's all for nothing if we choose to believe that. a wizened person who's experienced and they've been around the block and they've healed a couple things. They understand all experiences, all choices, ultimately, are for our benefit if we choose to learn from it. That's the only way we fail, is if we believe we have. No, I strongly disagree that there's nothing to show for it. But that's someone's argument, isn't it? It could be the pressing argument with this person about the choice. If I choose this, I will have nothing to show for it. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I don't believe that. No, not at all. There's nothing but fire and anger here. Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands is in reverse, so this should be positive fire, even if it's very small, silly, playful, naive, or even sexually charged. Reverse. It's all running in the wrong way. I know. It's all negative. Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands. I need someone here to listen to their intuition and then act on how difficult it's been. To understand intuitively that we've been taking action and it's formed repetition behaviors, the Ten of Wands. I saw that twice. 5 plus 5. That's another set of Ten of Wands. Something to think about. Okay. All the positive energy, the positive fire goes out the window or in the opposite direction. That's not where we want it to be. We have the letters F, Q, Z, the big heart. Somebody here needs to, if for themselves, if nothing else, okay? We have the crown that's upside down, not feeling empowered, feeling like we don't have value, we don't have worth. There's that sense of it'll all be for nothing, okay? That I have no say, I have no power, I have no control. That's not true. If two people can scream at each other like that, they both have a fair amount of their own power, but it's going in the worst ways. The goldfish in reverse, not being in harmony with what we're feeling. Yeah, and I agree that's where the space needs to come in between these two. Okay. Capricorn, this one was tough, but I think it's actually a good representation of the full moon reading, and because it really does showcase some of the things and the elements that I'm used to and accustomed to seeing in Capricorn. That sense of persistence, I need to figure this out. This is not easy. But I need to stop my own efforts and energies to understand if this mountain is still worth climbing. Am I going to backtrack with this? Am I going to move forward? You're not helping. So it can be very cut sometimes and very hard with that Capricorn energy, but it's with you for a reason. And you're showcasing today why you might need these energies. Okay. I do hope this helped you regardless of how easy or fun it was or wasn't. That's not really why I'm here. I just want to know that it helped you. So put it in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.